Začínám pozdějc. Ještě jsem si dohlídl hokej. Tak proto. Off. To říkáte, ale přestane to blikat. Takže je to retracing. Teda retracing. Takže se tomu nadává Ray tracing. Přemenoval.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well. Careful now.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Ještě někdo? Expelliarmus. Tak. Tak. První je duel.
Levioso!
Jo. Klávesnici. Kam? Tak. Raz.
Revelio.
Jo, ale je to nade mnou.
Incendio.
OK, tak to je to jiný kouzlo.
Revelio.
Tam nedosah. Ne. Lumos. Okay. Mám tady ucpat záchod. Mám. Tu. Tower, že jo? Fast travelovat. Záchody.
Incendio.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Nicely done.
Accio. Incendio.
Excellent form.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio! Incendio!
Good one! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Are you mock me, child? Měl bych ho zmátit.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Yep.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Proč ne, Sebastiane?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
Už mě pomohl tolikrát.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
You're better than that!
Ringo! Stupid one!
The one!
Ringo!
Accio! Stupid one! Incendio! Levioso!
Act like a winner.
Stupid one!
Jsem stejně lidí.
Stupid one!
That's all you've got?
Accio! Incendio! Stupid one! Levioso! Stupid one!
Don't try away
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Come on!
Stupid one! Accio! Incendio! Stupid one!
There goes my way.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Some big hits that round. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Nebuď drzej. Oh, dodge rolling, ok. Jdem ven. Herbology class. Půjdem za profesorkou Cibulkovou. Ok, hele, plníme tohle. Mohl bych použít fast travel.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Ale proč? To tady není nějak velký, takže se dostanete rychle pěšky.
Incendio!
To je dobře. Tamhle seš.
Anyone in the wizarding world could outdo the best of Muggle has to offer any day.
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley might yield anything interesting.
Enlisted. To jsem voják. Neběhat tam po chodbách.
Leviosa! Revelio.
Tapestry of Barnabas the Barman. Tapestry depict the wizard Barnabas. The Barney's foolish attempt to train trolls for ballet. One can only imagine the impact of art had he succeed. Náhodou. Podívejte na ně.
Revelio.
Vandany vzdělanců neocenějí umění.
I should have known better than to find a child walking through the common.
Accio. A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
I spend the entire day in Hogwarts like this.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Brilliant. An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means. Revelio.
Byl to. A jo, tady. Tak to napravím.
Apparently Marenboom was having a bit of a problem. If those bouncing balls get big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one too, or you'll be having to cast the fire.
Tady.
mother always responds to my owls very swiftly.
Daj ho židlí. Vím ho židlí.
See the harm.
I know.
We saw you.
I just thought he'd like to get out of his cage for a bit.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Incendio. I'm going to have to use Accio to get to the... Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Ale předtím si to přečtem, ne? Today was a good day. Until Garrett Slappet. Garrett's Plachette were they were ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed, lasering eyes. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a menace. I think he knows everything there is to know about potions. Always disrupting Professor Sharpclass with his experiment. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Arbor nebo abroad? Asi abroad. Brought Smokey again tonight for dinner. Ne, tak to bude nějaký Arbrook, nevím co to je. Arbroad Smokies against tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now. Although I still prefer meat pie.
Accio!
Tam má ještě jeden.
Revelio!
Nebylo jich 5. The old librarian. One of the first librarian of Hogwarts is depicted here. Rumors is that he had no tolerance whatsoever for noisy students and known for his liberal use of the silencing charm and the slightest sneeze Tak to má
That's
být.
the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Jen ti dělat burdel v knihovně. Jestli myslej, že jsou smradi.
Nobody saw me. I don't see the harm.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Jo, kdo by dělal něco takového?
Did you put your shoes in there as well?
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Ne.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something to be had.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
Možná. Ale není. Nebo ta z Nebelvíru. Yes. Herbology. Jdeme na kytky. Nebo takhle zmiozelský plášť a nebelvírský plášť vypadají dobře. Havraspára Mrzimor. Třeli nos. A ty si vykašlali. Ale že jo, ten z... Ježi. Bylo to z předobjednávky? Bylo z něčeho jiného? Ne. Lepší? Si tohle vypadá daleko líp. Necháme smrti jeda.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Teď mě budou šikanovat.
We do look
Děkuju.
forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and tap down the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
The best time to plant a seed is last season.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Joe.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's fancy or roses?
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Bradavice.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Školák nezaplacení.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from...
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Počkej, že si ty... Hold up. Ah.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Něco, co by
I'll see
moji
you back in
rodiče
class.
nedali do zahrady. Neznáš moje rodiče. My pěstujeme kde co.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Kdo přišel o prsty?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake?
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything.
Jo, no co, tohle jsme asi, když udělám tohle. Tím do naší společenské činnosti. Ale to kam chci. Zpátky do stok.
This must be my house. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Potions seems to keep sharp off my back. It works quite well, doesn't it?
Just now.
Really.
Oj, já musím rolovat.
Revelio.
Broken Brew. his broken broom belonging to Celine Bortneby and is rumors to be all that remain after she incited on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeds. Jak to, že nikdo? Platinate armor. This set of armor belonged to Sir Horps, the Headless, who unwisely challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chairs. Jo, evidentně to nevzal dobře.
Revelio.
This is the first year my siblings and I.
Three Sisters Bells. The Three Sisters Bells are said to be tribute to three similarly named beautiful steep ridges that rise majestically over a glen in Argyllshire. It's a rumor that one can hear the ring in the glen way across the highlands when they are rung in the castle. Locals have been baffled by the mysterious riggings for years.
My house broom will do me fine for a
Revelio. Incendio.
Spoil my sister rotten.
Revelio.
A hele, to je ten mnich z Brzimorský koleje. Na jméno si nespomenu. Wooden cat. This wooden statue bears the likeness of Banqueral Don, fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted study companion.
I like to keep a bit of Wiggenweld potion under mine.
Revelio.
All of my siblings have gone on to work for the ministry.
Goblin artifacts. Horn like these were used by Goblin during the 1612 Goblin Rebellion to rally troops and generally annoy witches and wizards. This horn was discovered in the aftermath of the rebellion behind the Hogshead Inn, with the wedge of Gorgonzola shoved inside, presumably to mute it.
Revelio.
Anthony. Torch marks, allegedly the location of the first known instance of an arguably successful casting of Bombarda, dates unknown, caster unidentifiable. Yikers. Ale hej, to mají furt všichni Avada Kedavra zakázaný. Pak máte kouzlo jako Bombarda.
The cross one's duelist to beat.
Anyone been into Albie Weeks' shop lately? I'm always...
Někoho instantně zabít, to je špatný. A nechat ho explodovat. To je naprosto v pořádku. OK. Podrik Nebelvír, Salazar Zmiozel. Ramena z Havraspáru. A netuším. Z Brzimoru. Vypadáš jako Merlin. Artuš? Nejspíš. Kdo ví?
What are you up to now?
Nic na mě nemáte. Jako Dark Souls. Ha. skákat i rolovat. Nikdo mě nezastaví. Oh, hele, dolů, to je ten most, co odpálili. Ale Hagridova chatka je tady venku. Nebyla ve filmu za tímhle mostem? Já věřím, že jo. Jo, šli jste dolů. Tam bydlel Hagrid. Kdo ví, kdo ví. Možná se prostě pletu. Já tady mám fast travel? OK.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Jo, tady šel. No, tady Hermiona zmlátila Malfoje. Tady bychom se podívali dolů. A ne, hele. Je tady Hagridova chatka. Tak co byl ten barák předtím? Ta je. Asi jo. Jo, sedí, tady je les. Hagrid pěstoval věci. Nejsem blázen. Ale je od nich pěkný, že to drží, že jo, všechno co ukázali. Tak, tady byl Gryfon. To vůbec jmenoval. Tesák? Tesáka, ne.
Revelio.
To udělali smrti. Anyways, ne. Úplně mi to vypadlo. Groundskeeper's tools. One might surmise that this set of tools could be enhanced to create all sorts of furnishing for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need.
Revelio.
A je ticho. Všechno.
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Jak se jmenoval? Ne, to jméno mě nenaskočí. Gryfon. Tesák byl pes. Jo, zní to jako drsně, prostě chci tesáka, tak fajn. Ale měl bys vědět, že je to strašpitel.
It's is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you.
I wish it had been under better
Rebellion.
circumstances.
Metallic. A má to svoje kouzlo. Nechám tohle. Merlinní výzva. Budu si něco zakousnout. Jedeme dál. Okay. Pěkný. Můžu to udělat uprostřed bitvy? Počkej, tamhle šikanou. Starou paní.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Předtím vezmeme další vedlejšák.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Konečně někdo s jménem. Samozřejmě.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
Konexe. Budujeme konexe.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Tinko, já to beru. Ale pomůžem tady dámě v nesnází.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I see you!
Proper British, mate. Zandal ono správne. Oj. Oj, mate.
What are you doing?
Počkej, complete the battle. Já tady... 25, musíme udělat.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Mind. To nic, dual increase nebude. To splníme vedlejšák. Sakra, o to bych chytala.
Aha, release me! Ha, you're easier to spot than in a rumpant. Knew you were still hanging about. How embarrassing! No, don't! No, no, no! Please stop! Oh. You made a great mistake.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Ano, ten Merlin. Nenechte se zmást. Mudlové se vás snaží balamutit, že Artuš existoval. Tak ho chtějí ukotvit k pravé historické osobě, jako je Merlin.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Ale Artuš neexistoval.
I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely.
Pijte dvakrát.
Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Krásný altánek.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
Magie.
Incendio.
Já jdem se doplovat.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Tak, má nějaký kouzlo. Proč se tam potápím já? Tamhle je poslední. Secret Nightwear.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
OK. Čina. Prej secret. Teď je to jen pyžamo. Level 2. OK, to vymlátí. Počkej. A ten defense, yep. Vrátím obrazy. Pak si půjdeme pro Expelliarmus.
Revelio. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Your attire is definitely unique.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
Nic moc. Prodám věci.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Proč ještě neumím Arania Exuma? Jaký jsem level? 12, OK.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Levioso!
Tak, podojí.
Revelio!
Hebridean Black Scale. Hebridean Black is a large dragon that can grow to over 9 meters in length. Large rough scales originally belonging to one of these beasts. One of the prized possessions that Erchibikkel keep in his hideout.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Ani neskontroloval, padá z nich něco. Je tesáků.
Accio! Incendio!
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
An
encampment. This must be it.
A nebo po hlavě.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
He doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
We should have killed that traitor arm when we took his cards. Someone over here!
Incendio! Levioso!
I will not run away! It takes a die, do you?
No! I will make you pay.
Accio! Incendio!
Nebo daleko.
Levioso!
Many of you are there.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
I won't rest.
Kurde, využívám.
That was meant for me.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
That's it.
Red Rock torpedoes coming to me!
Levioso!
Pity, not quite.
You won't get away with that. If only Red Rock were here to see this!
Heal and just crossbow bolt.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
I shall avenge your death!
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards.
Chill.
Levioso! Levioso!
Revelio.
Já vím, že tady čeleň. Padám. A tady.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Jeď domů.
Levioso. Levioso.
Aha, jo, takhle. Posou.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
A třetí je venku.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Himself will be proud. Levioso. Revelio.
Vás můžu nechat?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Oh. No nic. V mých hodinách nebude žádné mávání hůlkou. Jaká špatná hodina. To bude až to další. Bude zbytečné mávání hůlkou.
Interesting attire.
Excellent.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
You seem
Levioso.
but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Co je to tady?
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Samozřejmě. A místo, kam nikdo nechodí, tak tam pošle mě.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand.
I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Incendio!
Jež. Spáchej destrukci.
Lumos, don't do that. That's not necessary.
Ale je.
How many times?
Revelio.
Central Hall Fountain is ornament fountain. Delicately carved statue, denizens of the magical world. Set of stone sirens circling fountain spring. Still.
Muggles have it better.
To finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
That's it.
Seems an odd choice for wandering about outside your door.
Taštíš ho? Vražda v přímém přenosu.
Reparo.
Prej ne, zasloužil si to.
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings.
My friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're at the Three Broomsticks. Nearly missed exams one year, we were so engrossed in our butterbeers. To be honest...
1-0. Perzimor vede, ať nebyl vírem.
Revelio.
Plum bubbles. Plum bubbles are magical flying. Just produce a crackle, which will cause melancholy if consumed. They feed on nettles and nest in a dark and secluded places. Fortunately, they are known to infest beehives, having a devastation effect on the honey therein.
Incendio.
Odolný.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Incendio!
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Diablovo osidlo.
Revelio. Lumos.
Diablovo osidlo je krutý vrah, ze světla má však strach.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Whoa. Whoa. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos.
Whoosh.
Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Chishala.
Revelio. Lumos.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
To bych radši nesahal. Ještě se nechá očesat.
Revelio.
Zásob. Kratos byl úspěšnej. Častoval by nás bojem.
Revelio.
Ne, to je něco dole. Ale ještě lektvary a pak pobíhat tak blázen spamovat Revelio. To jich našel všechny tajemství. Můžete si představit, že by tohle bylo ve filmu nebo knížkách. Banda studentů pobíhá. Revelio.
Have you found anything to prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
No. Nation. Tak jsou lektvary. No blbost. Špatně. Jasnovidec. Je až jindy.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Au. Takhle mluvíte o řediteli. Není možný.
Go back to your dorm and change into your school robes immediately. Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Sranda.
Keep your potion.
Mimo rádu. Opět Auror Office. Forgin and Burkess. Forgin and Burkess has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours overnight, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's backend. Given what we know of the shop reputation, we are adding more hours to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are among the new addition. Further instructions follow.
Revelio.
such.
Head witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon done! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Weasley, full access nation.
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Nic na mnie nemáte.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Professor Sharp, Auror Bake. Aurors comprise of law enforcement, protect the wizard world from all sorts of, particularly those posed by dark magic. Auror badge belong to Professor Sharp.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
That is not appropriate attire. Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Najdi skrupa. Come do.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Trill.
Jo, říkal behind clock tower. Probes know about the book you found. Probe does not believe it. Safe to out it when. Who has left another note across the bridge above the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Levioso!
Zase jim oni. Neměli bychom Scropa nahlásit. Hání tu studenty. Abychom nikomu neříkali.
Accio! Levioso!
Note, extreme note.
Revelio!
Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down from the stones. Side one of. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted school.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
Whee! City. Na okrasu.
Revelio!
You young Slytherin must be expecting and curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water edge. Dog.
Down to the water's edge? This had better not be a trick.
Revelio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Lumos! Revelio! Lumos! Revelio!
Ale to je oheň.
Incendio!
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Nemáš ucho.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Než opakovat svoje jméno. Fajn. Točím, pojedeme dál. Jdeme dál.
Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Potato.
Vezmu. Oh.
Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio. Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio.
Ne. Odejem się w środku.
Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio.
PN protection. Pěkný. Oh, Kraken.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Dobrze, Ziu.
Revelio.
Where did you suggest we meet?
Near the Forbidden Forest. Easy enough to find from the castle. Look for a foreboding tangle of thick black trees.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio.
Vezmu, zapal svíčky.
A map.
Pewno.
It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Nakoupím nějaký healy. Nějaký ty estusy.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Jo, pak půjdu za skroupem. Tady, jo. Ne, nemůžu takhle. Mám v hlavě, když je to. Here is Apollonia. Here to join me for a picnic. To enjoy a good Cornish pasty. Hostess. Mister. You soup, I hope. Ja. Temnej hostka. Tady.
Lumos.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Incendio. Levioso. Lumos.
Ne. Post je tam. Na most.
Lumos.
Enchanted candles. Wonder where they're heading. The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest. The treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem romantic. Treasure hunting suits me.
To je asi nejbližší. Nebo ne, že na tom mostě by to bylo blíž.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Že bude nějaký bolvan.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Lumos.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Accio!
Tady schodit.
Levioso.
Accio!
Na Jonesovi.
Accio!
What's that? Settled.
Levioso. Incendio. Levioso.
Ej, tak Levioso.
Incendio. Revelio. Lumos.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
Okay.
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Pěkné, je to latinsky nebo řecky.
Revelio.
Tu od nich půjčujem.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Lumos.
Danger, danger, danger. Ocean Centaurs.
Revelio.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Lumos. Revelio.
Smůla, unášet Pokémony furt nemůžu.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Jde sem duch lesa. Aby oživil toho. Také když... Jak se jmenoval?
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
Revelio.
Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Levioso. Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus! Stupefy!
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is.
Revelio.
Léčení by bylo.
Impressive. That must be where all of this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Revelio.
I wonder if any of these spells will help me through this.
Revelio.
Já jednu znám, ale ty ho neumí.
Accio. Protego. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
Je smůla. Neumím Arány a Exupa.
I'm not gonna touch those.
Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Levioso. Luma. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy.
To nepočítá.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Jo, aha. You enemy. Okay.
Revelio.
Oh boy, tak předveď. Pociš. Freedom.
Revelio.
I wonder if I can move that platform somehow.
Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Revelio.
Headless skeleton. Ei. Topaš.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Levioso.
To česká. Vejce tu jsou. I... No, jak se jim říká. Vzácný. I ne. Je to podobně jako Fibonacciho, co? Ale to je Fibonacciho postup. To je něco jiného.
Revelio. Accio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy.
No tak, pojď.
Stupefy. Accio. Incendio.
Another puzzle. But if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Revelio.
Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Revelio.
Ah, that one.
Revelio. Revelio.
Stimolo.
Revelio.
It's It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Accio. Revelio.
Incendio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Revelio.
Well.
Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Incendio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Hello.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Aj všechno a ty.
Accio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Accio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left me something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio.
Där vill jag.
Revelio.
Ne, tady nemůžu vykolat mapu.
Accio. Revelio.
Tohle.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Okay.
Accio.
Tady. Pát. Jo, tohle je jiná cesta dál.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Okay, dobrý.
Accio.
Incendio.
Accio.
Potato. Stupefy.
Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Levioso. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso.
Nepočítá.
Incendio.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Revelio.
Já to ještě nemám dost koukal.
Revelio.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Revelio.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
Rytíři.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Incendio. Levioso. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio.
Big boys. And pojďme. Das ist gut.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
But that's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Nem waterbender.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Revelio.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Chápu, jako já robot. Moje možnosti jsou omezené. Musí se ptát správně.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
A můžu vás madě. Tak teď to samý. Dark Art. Bloodcrest, to se naučím. Well, počkej, jak mám 10. sloty, beru. Pojď, to pak můžu mít všechno. Proč? Ancient Edge. Okay. Then...
Revelio.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Revelio. Revelio.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Revelio.
Ale že to někde bude klíč. A tamhle je zámek.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Všechno?
Revelio.
Okay, that. Fajn. Tak pro dnešek to utnu. A zase zítra.